Quick biotechs to watch video. We're talking mid to small cap biotech watch list here. Many of them have press releases coming up, and they all have a tremendous amount of potential. Now, today is July 16th, 2021, and before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security, and I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned. Know your trading strategies, make each trade your own. Now, of course, we got to start out with a little bit of market overview. By the XBI has bounced off of the 50% from the COVID crash, which is a really good sign, and it's now, this is not a valid trend line right now, but I think this could be a potential bounce. It is closer term, it is a Fibonacci level, and we could see a bounce here, and we have a tremendous amount of potential to the all-time high for this sector. You'll also notice I'm using a Heikin Ashi chart to filter out the noise because a lot of these stocks have a lot of gaps and things like that, and you can read the price action a lot easier using Heikin Ashi. Now, ALBO is it's not a micro cap, but it is a small cap stock, and they have a priority review for a drug that they are trying to get on the market coming up tomorrow, so over the weekend, and then you can see how it reacts to it. Often what will happen is it'll gap up and then it'll absolutely just it'll just get rejected and fall like 20 to 30%, and that can be a really good short opportunity. Many times that'll happen, so that's what I'm really watching for ALBO. ITRM, I'm watching for a long hype play because they are bouncing off of this support level right here, this support trend line, forming a very big wedge, and you see there's a lot of potential upside up to that wedge resistance. So I'm definitely watching ITRM. It is a priority review, so it can have a massive impact on the stock, especially in this case because this is a tiny company. You can see share price is like $1. ACIU phase 1B data is due next weekend, so you might see a hype run this week, especially off of this 65 EMA, which can be a really good place to watch for support. INFI is in a high support zone with a similar setup. Phase 2, now this was phase 2 back here. This was phase 2 of a different drug, and it caused a easy 100% run and then a massive rejection. So I'm watching for a big run up into it and a big fall down from it here on INFI. GLSI, this one does not have an FDA date coming up. They had an FDA date back here. Their drug is currently 100% effective in what it's supposed to do, and that is why you saw this back here. You can see it's bouncing out this trend line in this structure zone, could easily run up very high. BNTX breaking out of this resistance trend line. Moderna breaking out of this resistance trend line. Vaccine stocks, they're set to outperform like a lot. They're set to soar really going into next week and next months. ZLAB, ascending wedge, looks like it's breaking down. That could be a sign for a breakout to the downside. If it doesn't break down, if it finds support, breaks out up here, it could go up a lot as well. APRE, you can see key structure level been tested multiple times. It also is where we chopped around here in the beginning of this. Could see a nice bounce off of there. BDTX, we take it to the 4-hour. You can see that BDTX could be bouncing off this Fibonacci level. I'll be waiting for an engulfing candle, something like that. That might have already happened actually, yeah. You can see that engulfing candle shows a lot of buying pressure. Could be a bottom here and could surge to potentially pre-crash levels. Zmetica, it's a short play, and it's breaking down out of this descending triangle from a big sell-off. So I believe that concludes the watch list. If you like this video, please make sure that you like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Also follow me on TradingView. I post charts all the time, watch lists, those kinds of things. And comment your thoughts with what you think I should do better. I will see you in my weekly watch list, which I will probably be recording tomorrow or maybe Monday.